So today I found out that I am pregnant, and honestly, it is such an amazing feeling, but also it's so scary. It's quite a shock, I will say, but an amazing feeling nonetheless. Like what do I do now? What do I do now? So I did the test on my own. I just woke up this morning and I just thought, I'm pregnant. It was really bizarre. It was like an instinct. I don't know. So Jordan was at work. I did the test. And it didn't even take the 3 minutes. It was literally, it popped up within a minute. So I was just sitting on my own. So I text Jordan saying I had a present for him and asked if he could meet me on his lunch break. And I'd put the test and the boots, some little baby boots, in a box. And I know it's not fair to have done that to him on his lunch break at work, because then he had to go back in the office, but I couldn't keep that to myself. I could not for 1 minute longer. I couldn't. I had to tell him. And I should have done the test with him in hindsight, but I really didn't think I was. It kind of came from nowhere in my brain. And I thought he'd think I was a bit crazy. So yeah, it was a crazy experience. Jordan's reaction just couldn't have been better. I was planning on filming it, but then at the last minute I thought, no, I'm not going to actually, because I want him to have a genuine reaction. I want to know how he truly feels about this, because if there was a camera pointing at him, I feel like he wouldn't have been as, he might not have felt like he could be his true self. If he was sad about it, I wanted to know. If he was happy about it, I wanted to know. So we told my dad tonight. We gave him the box with the test and the boots in, and he's over the moon. He couldn't be happier. And just as we told him, loads of fireworks start going off outside, the first ones of the year, and they didn't stop for a good 20 minutes. And I think that was my mum. I definitely think that was my mum. I'll keep you updated on this journey. So I am on the way to tell Jordan's parents the news. And I'm really nervous. I don't know why I'm nervous, because they're going to be absolutely over the moon. I know they are. I know for a fact they are. And they'll be so supportive. But I think saying the words out loud, I'm pregnant, I don't know, I'll just never, I don't know. It's just crazy. But I did a second test today just to be sure before we do tell them. And the test says 3+ weeks, so yeah, wish me luck.
No! No way!
Oh, come here!
No way!
So it's day 2 of finding out I'm pregnant, and one of the reasons I kind of had an inkling is I had a bit of sickness, and today I've had the same feeling. It kind of feels like a hangover, a headache, sicky, just not feeling great, and I am so tired. I haven't been sleeping well either on a night. Like, I'm getting a bit of like insomnia, but I'm so tired. So then during the day I'm knackered, but I feel like my stomach's constantly empty. I am so hungry. I've never felt hunger pains like it in my life. And I booked my midwife appointment today, so I've got a couple of weeks yet. It's kind of just like being in limbo at this stage. I'm like, what do I do now? Do I just wait? Obviously, but it just feels a bit weird, you know. But yeah, that is my update. So just a little update. I am feeling it. I'm feeling exhausted. Like could fall asleep at any minute. Feeling nauseous all the time, but not really being sick. And then today I started with vertigo, which I've never had before, but it actually feels like I'm on a waltzer and the whole room spins and it's horrible. But other than that, I'm feeling positive and starting to come to terms with it a bit now, because it is a big thing to get your head around. It's overwhelming. And one thing I'm struggling with is the fact that people don't know. So when people wonder why I'm not feeling well all the time, I've got to try and hide it. And yeah, there's a lot of alcohol around the events at work and things like that, so I'm not enjoying that side of it, to be honest. I am looking forward to people knowing. It's not nice keeping a secret, really. But we have booked our first scan for 8 weeks, which I'm really excited for, and I'm just hoping and praying that everything is okay. Because I keep worrying that something's happened and that I just wouldn't know, so I keep testing just to make sure, but I don't even know if the test would show it. But I'm still getting the signs for now that the little bean is growing, so just have to keep our fingers crossed and see how we go. Update, I'm feeling really emotional, really irritable, just really sad, which is an awful feeling because I don't want to be sad at this time. I want to be happy. But hormones are just the worst thing. They just affect you in so many ways, don't they? And it's just like this overwhelming feeling of loneliness. When you're pregnant, is it just me? It feels like it's just me. I don't know. Because how could I be lonely? I don't know. I just feel like I could burst into tears at any moment, which I know is just hormones, but it's awful. I'm finding work really stressful, and there's still the fact that nobody knows, and it's just one big secret, which I'm finding quite difficult, because obviously I don't have my mum. I feel like I need some girls to talk to who would understand, like, the hormone side of it. So yeah, that's the update. But I don't want it to be all doom and gloom, because I am happy and I am excited. But all I want to do at the minute is just get into bed and not see anyone. Just sleep and eat, because I'm really hungry all the time. So today is the day that we go for our first scan, which I'm a little bit nervous about because I'm only 8 weeks pregnant. So we've paid for this one just for a bit of reassurance. I just want to make sure that the little bean is in the right place. I want to make sure that there is only one little bean. And yeah, just to make sure that there's a heartbeat. The scan is usually £95, but it was on offer for £75, which for that reassurance I don't think is bad at all, because if it wasn't for that, I've still got another 4 weeks to wait until the first scan with the NHS. This is at a place called Window to the Womb in Chesley Street. I think they are dotted all over the UK. So I will let you know what my experience is like. And I think anything less than 10 weeks, it has to be an internal scan rather than an ultrasound on the belly, which is fine. I'm a mixture of excited and nervous. I just hope everything's okay. But the symptoms are still going strong, so I feel my gut instinct is that everything is okay. But wish us luck. Here I am in bed again because I'm feeling very sick today. But we went for our scan. Everything's really good. The baby has a really strong heartbeat, just like his dad. I always say when I'm sitting next to Jordan, I can hear his heartbeat, and that's how strong it is. And I feel like that has been passed down to our baby, which is really good news. Because at 8 weeks, they sometimes say you just see a little flicker, but this was like a full on, it was bouncing up and down type of heartbeat. It was really reassuring seeing the baby on the scan. I didn't quite realise that it would look like a little baby, and it did, and it was amazing. And we both had a few tears because it was just one of those moments where it was relief. But I do know it is still early days. And yesterday we had our first midwife appointment, which, oh my god, felt like an interrogation. It lasted for 2 hours, which I didn't expect. It was mainly just things like blood tests, urine samples, asking about all your family history, your BMI and things like that. But the midwife was lovely, and I'm looking forward to seeing her again for my next appointment. But it's mad that we now have 4 weeks until the next scan with no reassurance, and it's probably going to be after Christmas now. But the baby was measuring a bit more than what I thought, so they think I'm about 8.5 weeks. I still can't believe it, guys. I'm absolutely dying to tell you. I'm dying to tell everybody, but it's just too soon. Fingers crossed that everything keeps going well, and I'm getting a bit stressed about the house situation now because we still haven't got a moving date, and obviously I need to get in there, start nesting, get myself comfortable before I bring the baby along, so just trying to stay nice and calm about that. But yeah, I'm excited, and I'm really grateful that the scans and things can happen on a weekend because it's just so much better rather than having to take time off work and things like that because nobody knows yet. So yeah, I'll keep you updated.